So it's very difficult for him to shed that skin and to get rid of it completely. You could almost do like a interpretation of this of like the warrior shedding the armor from war through, love with the bride coming back home. But it's very difficult to sort of shed that and, not to have the sort of PTSD or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, he proves his independence. He goes into the wilderness. He has many skills. He can help kings. He makes great wealth. He, uh, vanquishes evil, and then he consummates, yeah, a marriage. And only in that last thing does he sort of become vulnerable. And then he takes his rightful place the uh as the prince, and then he brings his father up too, and then he honors his father. And finally, yes, his father does feel honored and rejoices in the end, and that's the end of the play too. I mean, the end of the story too, before the little ditty that they put at the very end about my tale is done and away it has run to little August's house. Little sort of joy, silly punctuation at the end. Yeah. Yeah, you and I talked about how this reminds me of the story of the Minotaur, but it's very different because yes, there is the father who has like the hideous son who he tries to hide away, but then instead of becoming vanquished, or becoming the thing that vanquishing makes a hero of, like it does in the story of the Minotaur. Uh, and I wondered if this was because it's like in Christendom, this is maybe a Christian tale in that we take the perspective the of the of the half man, half beast, and actually make him the hero. And later he sort of does he absolve his father of the sins, or maybe his father never had sin. I don't know why he was made a hedgehog, or is that just because his father make some kind of deal with the devil by saying, "Oh, I want a son," even if it's a little hedgehog, like he can't accept that his fate is just to remain childless or something like that. Is there some moral opprobrium of the father here that never goes through? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, never quite read a story like this before. And just a little note, you had pointed out that his magical his musical instrument, the bagpipes, do resemble in their form like a hedgehog. So that
Mm.
was maybe funny little parallel.